at school. So again, that's just a testament to them. I'd like to also recognize Miss Allie Marshall from Rehoboth Primary School. Allie was a third grade teacher last year. This year, we're fortunate enough to have her as our local reading specialist. So now not only does she have her hand on what happens in third grade, but she's able to work with teachers across the school. So last year, Allie's third grade ELA class produced students who were 82% proficient in the ELA scores on state assessments. And that was, that played a huge part in the fact that Rehoboth Primary School was able to be one of our highest report card scores as a district. They scored a 98 on the state report card. So again, part of that is due to the work of teachers like Allie, and then also the work of their principal, Miss Dusty McKenna. So congratulations, you guys. Thank you for what you've done. We'd also like to recognize Miss Becky Lewis, who is a sixth grade science teacher at Ashford Middle School. Miss Lewis had the highest proficiency percentage in science in our district. We recognized her a couple of weeks ago at our board meeting. And if you've ever been by Ashford Middle School, you will see, and you step in Miss Lewis's class, it's guaranteed there's high quality instruction happening every day. And that's why her students are able to perform at the level that they are. So it's directly tied to what Miss Lewis does every day. So Miss Lewis, thank you for what you do for our students every day. And I can't go without recognizing Mr. Jared Andrews, who's the principal at Ashford Middle School. Over the past 4 years, we've seen a steady increase in their report card score to the highest report card score that that school has seen in the past 4 years. They were at an 88 on the state report card and 1 point shy of an A on the federal report card. So they actually scored higher on the federal report card than they did on the state. So they were an 89 on the federal report card and an 88 on the state. So congratulations, Jared. Keep up the great work, man. We really appreciate it. And then last, I'd like to recognize Mr. Dakota Morris. Dakota is a seventh grade math teacher at Wicksburg High School. Dakota had 75% of his students scored at a level 3 or 4 on the state assessment. That was actually the third highest in the state. So not just county schools, but the state when it comes to the percent of students who scored proficient. And that's 3 out of 432 schools in the state of Alabama. And that's happening right down the road in Wicksburg because of what Dakota is able to do every day with his students and the quality of instruction that he's able to provide. And Dakota wouldn't be able to provide that instruction without the work that Mr. Lee Hyde, the principal, does there. Lee has done a phenomenal job at Wicksburg High School over the last 4.5 years. In fact, Wicksburg High School on this last report card, they scored a 97. At a high school, that is very hard to do because there are a lot of things that are out of their control. But Lee's able to keep a close eye on it, and he's able to keep his hands in it. And he's able really to let his teachers do what we hire him to do, and that's teach. So it seems like every year the state legislators are deciding to add more and more things to our plate. But our teachers and our administrators are doing a great job of handling those things. So a lot of these things should be happening in the home and with the families. But we know with the situations of a lot of our students, we are their family. And we're the family that they get to see every day. So these teachers in their dedication and these administrators in their dedication are what makes my job as a district administrator easy. We hire great people and we let them do what they were hired to do. So thank you guys for your support every day. And with all these meetings that you guys have and the decisions and the financial support that you give our school system. So we do appreciate that. And we look forward to an even better year next year. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Exciting news. I greatly appreciate the update. And I just want to say we do have, I believe, the best teachers and the best teachers in the state. Also have arguably the best superintendent in the state. And Randy White has done a good job. I know he has educated me tremendously since I got into this role on the struggles that teachers face and the problems that, that we sort of impose out of Montgomery on the educational system. So does a great job. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to the teachers. Congratulations to the administrators. And congratulations to the citizens of Houston County for having an outstanding public school system. That is something to be commended. Thank you. All right, we have more good news. We have a presentation, CSX Development Project. Matt couldn't be here, but Colton is here in his stead. And Colton, I really asked one of y'all to be here to talk about this because I know you understand the significance of it and can explain the significance of it much better than I can. So I'm gonna let you explain to the commission, and then maybe when you're done, we'll get down and we'll pose with the platinum spike and take a photo.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to come this morning and just share some of this good news. I mean, it certainly doesn't top that good news from the county school system, but it is a lot to be proud of, and we're fortunate to live in Houston County and have the support that we do have. So thank you guys for your service as well. When you think about economic development across the state of Alabama, across the country, across the Southeast, and then right here in our community, you can't win without having quality sites, right? You got to have that. That's number one. You guys, as a county commission and our city commission, had the foresight to invest in a quality site, and that's the Westgate Super Site. And there's no doubt about it. This is really just a proven factor of how important and significant this site is to our community and to the state of Alabama. So as you guys know, this 446-acre site that was paired with funding from you guys, the city and the state, acquired 2 years ago. We've had the opportunity to submit this thing on many projects over the last 2 years, as of last week, which is great. But we were recognized on a national level from CSX as being named a CSX Platinum Select Site. So that puts us in the probably top 1% of the country when it comes to quality sites. I was doing some research over the last week trying to identify, well, how many select sites are really out there and how many of those are actually platinum sites, right? You've got probably over 600 that are CSX select sites. You've got 18 in the country that are platinum select sites. And we have one in Dothan in Houston County, which is a lot to be proud of. And what does that mean, right? That means that we have done an unreal amount of due diligence on a site to remove any barriers that may be perceived there and is identified as shovel ready. So again, just as a reminder, this is something that will eventually have a generational impact on our community. That will bring great opportunities for our families, for our students to have even more career opportunities eventually. And every project that we have seen come across our desk that we've had the opportunity to submit on has been at least $800 million or more in investment and at least 500 jobs or more in job creation. So that's a lot to be proud of as a community. That's a lot to be thankful for this week as we think about Thanksgiving and what's important to us as a community, taking that opportunity and recognizing that and investing in our future like we have. We're very fortunate. So thank y'all for that. And we got a pretty blue plaque to show for it with a railroad spike, right?
Yeah. We'll step down in just a second and take a photo, but 800 million, I know some of the projects that we've submitted for have been 800 billion. Some of them, I think one of the projects we submitted for was north of 2 billion.
Yes.
Billion with a B.
Yeah.
Didn't get that one, but I'm excited. And that when that investment comes, that's not, we can't abate education taxes, nor would I be in favor of doing that. So it'll be a tremendous windfall for education. So that'll be a great day. And we look forward to that great day coming. Hopefully.
Absolutely.
While I'm still here, we'll see how that goes. Any comments from the commission before we step down?
Thank you, Colton. Thank you to Matt. Also, y'all's esteem that y'all have behind y'all over there. Y'all are constantly striving to make this area, Houston County, along with the bordering counties, y'all's is priority. And thank you again for the hard work that y'all do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, well, let's step down and take a photo and we'll continue with the meeting. Colton, come on.
That is a good looking flag.
It is a good looking flag. Right here in the middle.
You gotta stand by when you get in the plane over there.
Yeah.
I was gonna put a little color in the picture. So I was trying to do.
All right. I mean, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to give this to you. I know the mayor has to do something.
We've got another one coming, so we'll put this in your office.
Okay, okay. Well, good.
Looks good hanging here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Well, it's great to start leading off with good news. We'll move on to our regular agenda, and this should go a lot quicker. We have item number 1 is a request to reappoint Ms. Beverly Lampkin to the Houston County Department of Human Resources Board.
Motion.
Second by Commissioner Herring, second by Commissioner Adams. Any questions or comments on this item?
Yes, sir.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion passes. Item number 2 is a request to establish county levies for new ABC license types.
Motion.
Second by Commissioner Ivy, second by Commissioner Adams. The law does not give us the ability to change these. This is just something that we have to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion passes. Item number 3 is a request to make appointment to fill Chief Administrative Officer vacancy upon retirement of Peter Covert.
Motion.
Commissioner Ivy, second by Mr. Harvey, and this request is to fill a position with Ms. Stacy. Congratulations. Any comments you want to make again today? I know you made some comments on Thursday. You gotta get used to it. One more time. You gotta get used to that.
Yeah, okay. I just want to thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate you picking me and entrusting me for this important position. And I also want to thank my coworkers and my staff for the encouragement and support. I know working together, we're going to make a positive impact for the commission.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to the opportunity.
We
Thank you.
thank you. Congratulations. And this will take effect, I guess, 12 a.m. on New Year's Day. Don't party too hard. You might get a call. Any questions or comments on this item?
No, sir.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion passes. Item number 4 is a request to adopt resolution authorizing Houston County to protect the county's interests by intervening as a defendant in simplified sales use tax litigation.
Motion.
We have a motion and a second by everybody. I'm going to say Commissioner Harvey made the motion and Commissioner Herring seconded. Any questions or comments on this item?
Chairman, can I get you to explain it in terms that what the big cities are using as their formula on this right here, breaking down where people can understand it?
Yeah, that's a super complicated question. I know that the numbers that they are giving people are incorrect because they're using they're using national averages they're going to these smaller towns. Some of these other people say, look at all this money that you're missing out on. If we would distribute it, SSUT, the same way that we distributed sales tax, which sales tax is not really levied by the state, that's levied by local municipalities. So it's two completely different things. Look at all this money that you would get, but they're using national average. So nationally, a national average, 17% of all commercial transactions are e-commerce. In the state, that number is about 11%. So they're applying this national average to what they're applying a national average to the state average, and then they're creating this pie in the sky. So essentially, they're overstating their argument by 60%. So the argument doesn't really hold water. And I don't know if that was the question you wanted me to answer, if you want me to talk about anything else specifically, but yeah, that's how they're arriving at that formula.
Good start.
It's like mud.
Yep.
British paper saying.
Any other questions, comments on this?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Any opposed, nay. Motion passes. Item number 5 is a request to approve budget amendment in the amount of $250 for Tri-River Waterway Development Membership Agency funds.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ivy, second by Commissioner Adams. Questions or discussion on this item? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes. Item number 6 is a request to approve budget amendment, in the amount of $6,600 for the American Disabilities Act website compliance.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Herring, second by Commissioner Adams. This is a budget amendment, not really something we planned for, but also not something that is optional as the federal. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion passes. Item number 7 is a request to approve budget amendment in the amount of $46,438 for AI software and authorize the chairman to negotiate and execute documents.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Adams.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ivy. I know y'all talked about this. We had a presentation of software a couple of weeks ago, and this should relieve our staff of, it should free up staff time quite a bit, so make our staff more productive. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion passes. Staff reports. Miss Acting Chief Administrative Officer.
One report, Houston County Policy Number 43 titled Identity Theft Prevention Program, more commonly referred to as the Red Flag Policy, requires that the Chief Administrative Officer reach out to all known departments that accept credit cards from the citizenry for payments of any kind to the county. The Chief Administrative Officer is to request to be informed of any instances where it has come to the department's attention that any kind of fraud or indications of fraud was or is detected. All departments so identified have reported that there has been and remains that there are no detected fraudulent activities noted during the recently completed fiscal year or since then up to the notification of this report.
Yeah, Miss or Mr. Acting County Engineer.
We have one closed road, East Cook Road, and the goal is to have it open by Wednesday, so we won't have any of the holidays.
Good, good. Appreciate y'all doing that. Mr. County Attorney. Any questions for the staff by members of the commission?
No, sir.
So we're going to adjourn in just a second. Hold on. We're going to have a press conference after this, talking about the SSUT lawsuit. So if y'all want to stick around, you can, but you'll have a few minutes to get out if you want to. So this time I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. We are adjourned.
Made a mistake and I did not recognize, I failed to recognize one of our administrators this year. And
Oh, you better do that.
that's unexcusable
Yeah.
on my part. So in an effort to try to make my mistake right, Paul Strange, the principal of Cottonwood Elementary School, is not be able to be here. And as I was announcing those, I accidentally overlooked Miss Lindsay Andrews, who's the assistant principal there. So some of the work that they heard Mr. Strange in that school have been able to do, there are 2 consecutive years as an A elementary school. So that's impressive. Lindsay, I want you to know I apologize for that mistake there at the beginning.
All good, all good. You just missed the throw out at home plate. All right, we already have